Hello, everyone. It's been long. I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to connect with you. I know you miss me, and I miss you as well. I am glad to connect. Thank you for always being there for me. Happy holiday. As you're coming online, I'm appreciating you. Don, C, Abin, Bola, Clement, MJ Baby, and many more that will come on as we proceed. Once again, good evening. My name is Dr. Solomon, aka Mama Bujua, the face behind Bedroom Zone. Like we all know, I love to talk about good sex in marriage. And today, it's still the same. Good sex in marriage cannot be overemphasized. You are married, thank God. You're single, you will be married someday. And like I always say, it's not the major, it's not the only thing, but it's one out of many. God instituted marriage, as in good sex. He said, for it is good for a man to have his own wife, and for a woman to have her own husband, to avoid temptation and many more. So this evening, by the grace of God, I'll be available for you, and I know you're available for me. But I want us to talk about something that somehow I've been thinking of. Recently, I discovered that men complain and women also complain. Angel, you're welcome. But women now complain more about sex in marriage than men. You see women talk saying, my husband is not willing to touch me, my husband is not touching me, my husband is not ready to have sex with me, my husband is not ready to talk with me. Women are now available, but men are nowhere to be found. Men, I want us to chat. I want us to talk. What do you think is the problem, if there's any? And what do you think is the challenge, if there's any as well? So please, I want you to call in and tell me what you think, your view and likely solution. Because you see a woman saying, for months now, my husband have not touched me, for years, running into years. How did it start? At what point did that thing go wrong? And now, let's assume that something went wrong. Maybe the woman is ready to make amends and the man is not available. Please, what did you think this person can do? Or if you're on this table, how have you been managing? Which I think you're not even supposed to manage. And you, what did you think this person can do to overcome this situation? Somebody is coming online, will join us soon to tell us his or her own view. Why are men not willing or not ready to have sex or make love to their wives again? What has gone wrong? Might have gone wrong, but somehow it's something that we could talk about, amend, adjust. Communication is very key in anything we do. If you are hungry as a man, maybe because of one thing or the other, and you did not let your wife know the reason why you are angry. Yes, somebody say maybe the years own is distance. No, some people live together in the same house and it run into years. They don't make love, they don't have sex. It's not that they live in another state or country. No, they live in this, not even in the same compound though, not in the not different flats. They live in the same house. If you can do 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and it's running 2 months, entry months, before you know it, 12 months make it a year. So if it enter 1 year, if it has entered 13th month and it is running into years, and something is responsible for this. You know, I always say that a little crack on the wall, if it is not, if you don't work on it, if you don't adjust it, if you don't amend it, it will turn into a wide opening. And from the wide opening, it can bring the collapse of the building. Somebody said 2 of them are insane. They may not really be insane, but there is something. You may think this thing I'm saying is not real. Dear brother, dear sister, it is very real. Husband and wife will be together, they live together, and some of them will even tell you they are not quarreling. They will tell you, oh no, there's no problem. There is problem. Except the one that is sick. And that's why I always say, if a man or a woman is sick, and as a result of that, they are not able to have sex, that one is understandable. It's an understanding between the two of them. It's an agreement between the two of them. But if you're not sick as a man, you're not sick as a woman, and yet you're not touching body as husband and wife in the house. Somebody said the wife may not like sex. A wife may not like sex for 1 year. Okay, now let's assume that the wife does not like sex, and somehow the wife have now gone on, maybe read some books, listen to some messages, and now like sex. What now happened to the man? The man has gone off. How can they now bring back how can they bring back the sexual relationship in their life? Yes, I have said it that, yes, it's real. I've said it that communication is key. And one of the problems that is causing this thing is because couples don't communicate. They don't talk. It happened today. You know how you're feeling. You feel like making love. You feel like having sex. You are keeping quiet as a woman. Oh, I don't want him to see me as if I am too loose. Be loose for him. As long as it's your husband, as long as it's your wife, be loose for each other. So the one come and go, and the man is thinking that I don't want to hurt her. I don't want her to feel as if I'm demanding too much. This one is feeling, this one is feeling, and the two of them are dying in silence, suffering and smiling. So when you communicate your need, when you communicate your desire, when you communicate in anyhow you're going to communicate it, it is better than keeping quiet or assuming. So I want us to talk now, please. What did you think what did you think is the cause? And now that is happening, how did you think they can come out of this and come together if they are not sick and if they are not living apart, if distance is not in the matter? Please, I want us to talk and help each other. You don't know what you can say that can help somebody, because this thing, take it or leave it, is happening. Somebody says sex is a thing of mind. One of them might not find the other sexually appealing anymore. It still boils down to communication. If you are not finding your spouse sexually appealing anymore, it's something you talk. Boy, girl, I don't like the way you're handling things. I don't like the way you dress. I don't like the way, I don't like the kind of hairstyle you're wearing again. I don't like the kind of clothes you're wearing again. If you change it like this, communication, if you don't talk, This person will never know whether, okay, the person might be thinking is even dressing well, and to you, you feel like, this dressing though is no longer, I don't like it. Now let me use this as an example, like I always do. I want to use our phones as example. You're using a touchlight phone, or no, you're using an Android phone, and the Android phone is not serving you again, especially for people that use phone to snap and upload for business, to advertise, and you discover that the quality of that picture you're getting is no longer in vogue. Will you keep quiet and expect the phone to change itself? No. Or even Facebook, Instagram app, it's time for you to, it's no longer, it's outdated, and you need to upgrade. It's Facebook or Instagram that we notify you updates. You need to update. If they don't communicate to it, sometimes you may not even know. And as husband and wife, I believe you can as well do the same. Maybe your wife, your wife or your husband, the kind of clothes he or she is wearing is no longer what you can just say, oh boy, oh girl, this your clothes is no longer appealing. Let's change it. Or you go to the market yourself, if you have the money, change it to what you love. Everything still boils down to communication. Lack of understanding in a way, yes. If you talk about lack of understanding, you still link it to lack of communication, because if you don't say it, I may not know it. How will I understand when you have not even let me, or when you have not even make me to understand? So it is better for you to make me to understand. If I now don't understand, you try again and make me to understand. So I believe as husband and wife, we should make each other to understand. Speak out, talk. Whatever you think is bothering you, whatever you think is making you to slow down, whatever you think is making you to lag behind, speak out. Living together as husband and wife and not having sex when you're not sick, when you don't have any health challenge, it's out of it. Sex bonds couples together. It bonds of husband and wife. It's a time you can live in a house. Maybe you stay in another room, your wife or your husband is staying in another room, and for years there is nobody to contact, there is nobody touch. You can be together, but the best way for you to be close, as in close, heart to heart, body contact, body to body, for you to feel each other emotionally, spiritually, physically, and all round, it is during sex. So if you now say 1 whole year you're not together, oh boy, oh girl, you need to do something. Now, it's not possible a wife may not like sex because women love sex. Yes, that is another topic by the grace of God. Either tomorrow or Saturday, God spare our life. Why women pretend? Because I know every woman, if it is most women, okay, let me not say every, most women love sex, but there's something that is making them to withdraw, which I know. And after we try to discuss, and let's see why most women pretend and why some women don't want to show themselves, then I will now tell you more likely reasons why some women that love sex are not really coming out to show that they love sex to their husbands, to their husband. So please, I am still waiting. Yes, another person say pride. Pride between you and your husband. The moment you say yes, I do, as a woman, the moment you agree, you should put every other thing aside. Yes, I want to link this to one thing I discussed in a garden some times ago about qualification, pride, and class. Maybe by the time you got married to your wife or to your husband, you are on the same level, but somehow as things are growing, one is now higher than the other. Maybe as a woman this time around you discover that this is not my class, this is not my you now look down on your husband, or you now look down on your wife. Is wrong. Pride kill relationship. Pride kill love. Pride kill fast. Do not allow pride into your home. Do not allow pride into your relationship. Do not allow pride into your marriage. Do not allow anything to come in between you and your spouse. That is another one. Two people can never be on the same sexual desire level. Yes, I agree with you there, MJ baby. Two people can never be on the same. And when you say never, I beg to disagree. There are people that are on the same level because they train themselves to be on the same level. And if husband and wife are the type that are not on the same level, it is still something that we need to talk about. It is still something that we need to put on table and see how we can help each other. Okay, you, my wife, my husband, what did you think I can do to meet up? I was never in the same level with my husband sexually initially, but somehow communication, we talk about it, we find solution, we discuss, we pray, and today God is helping us. So imagine he kept quiet, I kept quiet, and we are managing each other. Things will have spoiled. So when two people are not on the same level as husband and wife, there's a way they can help each other. So many of us, some of us, we enter into where we work not with the same certificate that we are having today. No. So our certificates that we have acquired before now is not the same one that we have. Some people have first degree, but when they get to maybe 1, 2, 3 years after, they upgraded to second degree. So many people are some people have third degree. So in your relationship, when you know that you are not on the same page with your spouse sexually, then you should find solution. You should look for how to, the solution should be together. The Bible says, can two work together except they agree? No. It said one will chase 1,000 and two will chase 10,000. If the two of you come together as a team to fight the low libido or the low sexual desire, the two of you become on the same page. That is about that. Yes, the topic we're discussing for those people joining us, and thank you for joining us, is some men. Before, it was men that were complaining that their wives are not responding sexually, but we discovered that now men are not available for their wives. Some women want sex in their marriage, but their husbands are not available. They live in the same house, they sleep on the same bed, but there is no love making, no sex. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, it run into 12 months, which is a whole year. And some will say it's not a problem. Some will say there's nothing wrong with it. Well, I was saying, if you are not sick, something is wrong with it. And if you are sick, to find solution. If you are sick, it's something that you can find solution to. And it's still an agreement between the two of you. But I know if there's an agreement, if there's an agreement, there won't be complaint. So for the fact that there is complaint, that my husband is not responding, it means that there is problem. It means that the man is not sick. So what is stopping the man? What is stopping husbands? Please, let us discuss. If you have been on this table before, speak. If you have seen somebody that have been on this table before, speak. What are the solution, or what are the likely solution? Welcome, dear sister or brother that just joined us. I don't know if it's that network. I hope you can hear me. So please, men out there, I have come to talk to Ross. If your wife have offended you before, that make you to close up, forgiveness is key. Very key. Forgive and let's start again. Women that are on this table are saying it is not funny. If you remember those days that your wives are always turning you down, if you know how you feel, that is the same way your wife feel when you turn her down. So I'm still saying communication is key. Whatever you think the problem is, whatever you think the challenge is, put it on the table, discuss it. People coming and leaving, is it your network or is intentional? So please, hello. Yes, I'm trying to bring you up, but I don't know if it's your network. So women, I want to tell us this. Before it will get to the point at which your husband will lock up and back you totally. These are few reasons why most men lock up. How about some ladies with wide sexual desire, like using toy, threesome, having publicized and so on? That those ones are not godly as far as I'm concerned. I'm a godly woman. Anything that will not glorify the name of God, I will never be part of it. If you have a higher libido or a sexual drive as a woman, it's still between you and your husband. It's still between you and your husband that you talk about. But bringing another man, when I talk about sex, I talk about sex in marriage. I don't think any reasonable man will want to bring another man to have sex with his wife in his matrimonial home, on his matrimonial bed. So those one is not evil. It's not something to talk about, please. We're talking about sex in marriage. So like I was saying, for women that you maybe today, in fact, it is more, I won't say it is more than a sin, but it is a sin. Threesome for what? It's not, I don't want us to talk about it because it's not in my book. So please, like I was saying, some men don't just lock up. Some men, somebody talk about pride before now. Yes, pride is one of the things. You are not late, you are still on time. Our topic is couples that stay 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 12 months, more than 1 year, and they are not sick, they don't live apart. They live in the same house, but they don't have sex. Women are the one. Initially, it was men that was complaining that their wives were not responding, but now it is women that are complaining that their husbands are not touching them. What are the reasons? What are the likely reasons and what are the likely solutions? That is where we are. And I was saying communication is key. Somebody was saying pride. Somebody was saying so many things. But I'm saying communication is key. And somebody was saying maybe some women don't like sex. I'm not saying that if you don't like sex and you are married, okay, your husband that likes sex, there's a way two of you will mold each other, read book, listen to good messages, and the two of you, the woman will come to like sex. But if the man say, okay, it's a problem, one of the things is a woman that gets married with so many, maybe with little or no knowledge of sex in marriage, married to a man that have knowledge about sex. You're supposed to mold, you're supposed to coach, mentor your wife. on good on sex in marriage. But when you now say you are married, your wife doesn't like sex, okay, oh, that is a problem. No, you're supposed to mentor her. You're supposed to believe. I don't believe a woman don't like sex. Well, you know, we are all entitled to our own opinion. You may believe that no woman does not like sex. Even me, I believe every woman likes sex. It depends on the way it is being done. It depends on the way our brought up. It depends on the society, on the environment. It depends on even the man doing it. Some women gave up at a point in their marriage because they don't get what they want. They don't get their expectation. Was not delivered, and because of that, they gave up. But what I'm now saying is, you don't need to give up. If a married man is not having sex with his wife, that means he is having a side chick outside, or the wife has refused or intentional block her sexual desire. Yes, Oluwaseun, I agree with you. I totally agree with you, because a man that is not sick one whole year and you come home and sleep on the same bed with your wife, when your wife is not a wood, when your body is not a wood, and you just sleep and wake up again and go out. No, any woman that says she doesn't like sex is pretending. Some may not be pretending, and some are actually pretending. And one of the reasons why some women say they don't like sex is because they are not getting it right. Okay, a woman that likes sex, if you meet a man that is not good in bed, maybe a man that will come, you don't know where to touch, and when your wife is trying to say, do it like this, you say, shut up your mouth. Did you think you know more than me? The woman will shut up for life and be dying in silence and just be looking at you and say, From there, the woman will not even want you to touch her, because when you touch her, it's like when somebody is hungry and you're cooking. The person is cooking on put food on the fire, and you now went and carry water and pour the fire. The food, the desire for the food, everything will go. So I want to say, as for a man, any man that leaves his woman for years without touching her is a beast. Well, except, like I said, if a man is sick, and a man that is sick, the woman will not come back again and complain and say the husband is not touching her. Oladuni say maybe the wife doesn't like the way the husband make love to her, and because of lack of communication, she look up and they both decide to live with it. Yes, exactly where I was going. A man that was doing it and not doing it well. Maybe the time your wife is just about to peak, that is the time you come, you do wah, bam, bam, bam. You hit 1, 2 before the third one, the rain will fall. You sleep and be snoring. And the woman is dead, dying. Some women will go to the point of using their hand to help themselves. And you are lying down there as a man. Do you not think you will come again the second time and the woman will open her leg for you? The woman will just say, I would rather sleep, I would rather be like this without even having sex than to have sex with you and hang myself. Women love sex so much. Our eyes is our sorry, it's coming too fast. Women love sex so much because our eyes is our sensitive organ that help us to be attracted to our wife. If your wife is not attracted to you anymore, communication is key. Speak to her, help her out. After all, those side chicks that you people, that some men think they are attracted, it's money they are using to maintain themselves. You leave your wife in the house, you don't give your wife money. Your wife will be the one to look for money to cook for you. You go to work and come back and eat food. You don't even say thank you. Your wife will be the one to take care of the whole house, no matter all the work in the house. Your wife will be the one to wash, do everything. At the end of the day, you don't want her to be looking sexy. How possible? By the time she do the whole work, finish in the house, she's looking old and rough and tired. You now go back. Some of you will even go to the point of carrying all these the sexy in quotes ladies, and take them out for drink, take care of them, but your own wife, you have refused to take care of her, and you will say she's not looking sexy. How can a woman want to kill herself for you and still look sexy? If you want your wife to look sexy, take care of her. If you want your wife to look like that side chick and even look better, take care of her. Whatever you want your eyes to see in your wife, it is what your hand can provide. It is what your mouth can use to say. It says, so for men, ego and pride and too much sense will not kill our men. They feel they are the best in bed. You know, they feel they are the best in bed, whereas desire different in women. Yes, when you even think you are good, when you think you are good in quotes, you may not even reach 1/4 of that woman's desire, but because she's married to you, she wants to support you, she wants to encourage you, she brings herself down to your level. And so many women have brought themselves down to the level just to make you happy, and you think you are the champion, and yet you're not still appreciating it. So many women gave up in sex because they're not getting it the way they expected it, and yet you're bragging. You are the man. You can fuck. Who told you can fuck? Guy, wake up. I am not here to attack any man. I'm so sorry. But the table have changed. If you are a man, you are married to that woman. Whatever it is that you can do to that lady outside, that you can leave your wife for 1 year without touching her, then you go back to her and make amends. I said, when your wife was saying no to you in sex, how were you feeling? The same way you were feeling that time is the same way your wife is feeling now. Go back to your wife. If what you're seeing is not appealing to you, go to the market, give her money. You do subscription for girls. You pay money for hair. You pay money for cream. You buy dress. You buy this. You buy that. Your wife say, "Give me this. Let me manage." You say you don't have. You're pronouncing curse on your head. You're pronouncing curse on your head. For men that have kept their wife more than months, and it's not that they are sick. Did you think that? And if a woman go out, they'll say no justification. Which justification do a man have? No woman should go out. Yes, no man should go out. But man, for keeping your wife at home for months, for years, and not touching her, in the name of saying you are punishing her. Hey, God, if God were to punish us, how many of us will be able to survive it? Because of men, we say, because of so and so she did, I decided to punish her. Is that the kind of punishment? If God were to punish you for what you have done, will you be allowed to punish your wife? That is by decide. Now, women, one of the things that lets men to keep up from you is complain. Your husband come today and say, how far? You say, he's not far. Husband come home. Your husband come home. You're still wearing hairnet. Your husband come home. You are still tying wrapper. Your husband come home. You have not taken your bath since morning. And he's coming with all the lap, all the stretched leg, all the standing breasts he has encountered outside. Coming home to come and see a beautiful queen. But no, he will be disappointed to see a woman with net on her head, with wrapper on her chest. And you say your husband is not touching you. Now he say, come. You say, no, you are not available. He come day 1, day 2, day 3. What will he do? He will lock up. Most men have locked up to their wife because of too much complaint. I am not speaking for men either. But I'm telling you, most men have locked up because their wives are not meeting. Their wives are not meeting up. I have come to encourage That henceforth, minimize the way you complain. Minimize the way you deny your husband sex. Minimize the way you use sex as punishment. Say, he do me like this the other day. I will not answer. Oh, it is well, oh. He touched your breast. He said, don't touch me. Who did you want him to touch? I said it before in one of my videos. He said, bring your toto, make it fuck. You say, you are not available. If you go outside after Nkechi now, apology to whoever is Nkechi. I don't mean to insult anybody. You will start complaining. And by the time he's running into 1 or 2 years, then Magana Yakari. Your husband come to the home, everywhere is upside down. Or maybe your husband is even the outgoing type. Complain is too much on them. And those things that is making them to complain, uncle, help out. Help out. Help out. So those some of our women, your husband likes to go out. You say, no, my children. Who is going to stay with my children? Yes, it's good to take care of children. It's good to take care of children. But mind you, your children will take care of themselves someday. And you will need that man, and that man will need you. Excuse me. So please stop complaining. Make yourself available. Sex is a thing of mind. Sex is a thing of mind. Prepare your mind. Put it in your to-do list. Which one is your question? Please, what is your question? You can put it down again. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Please send your message, your question again. Okay, can we watch adult? Okay, sorry, I've seen it. Can we watch adult film to learn style? No. Excuse me. The answer is no. You know why I will tell you is no. Number one is a sin. Number two, you are destroying your own self, your own mind. Because expectation will be too high. You will not, when your husband is not able to meet up to that thing you have watched, it will bring trouble between the two of you. The adult film that you are watching, those ones are acting. Some of them take drugs. Some of them are doing it because there is something motivating them. Money. They do all sorts of. They get their energy from anywhere. But the innocent you, maybe you watch that man having marathon, and your husband is not able to do marathon, and you have occupied your mind that your husband should be able to do the way this man is doing. When he's not able to do, you will be angry at him. And likewise the man, maybe the young lady that was acting the adult film is on something, has been trained to do that, can do a whole day somersaulting, licking and sucking and swallowing. But your wife is not trained to do that. Nothing is motivating. She's not on drugs. She's not on anything. And when she's not able to meet up to that expectation you already have in your head, you start fighting her. You start looking for those things you saw in the film to describe. And when they are not able to, it destroys it. There was this man I brought on the journey so far, that oh God, that talk about how he was delivered from watching adult film, addiction to watching adult film, and masturbation. If you are used to it, and the day you don't watch it, you may not have the urge. And when you now watch, your expectation is higher than what your wife or your husband can do. It's another problem. So I will always say, the best way is to learn from each other. Learn from your husband. Let your wife learn from you. Husband, learn from the wife. If you're good, if you're a man that is good in bed, teach your wife. If you're a woman that you think you're good, you're better than your husband, teach your husband. I hope I have answered your question. Please, as a married man or woman, don't watch the use. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Angel. Either Mr. Angel or Mrs. Angel. It will never help you. It will only damage your brain. It will only destroy your relationship, because expectation can never be the same. The performance can never be the same. Addicted to porn. Yes, if you are addicted to porn, you need deliverance. Ask God to help you, because it will destroy your marriage. It will destroy your soul. It will destroy you as a person. Some women are just naturally not romantic. Likewise, some men. If you are romantic, you know you are romantic. See, the most dormant human being in this life have a way. There's somebody that can help the person's brain to come alive. If your husband is not romantic and you are romantic, your wife is not romantic and you're romantic, carry the ball. Now let me use this. Let me take this illustration. You are the one that know how to drive. You are the one that is on steering. Your wife or your husband don't know how to drive. You only sit down to watch you, and you are going on a journey. You get to a particular place. Will you say, okay, it's me that have been driving you since? Why don't you come and drive? If you give that steering to that man or that woman that doesn't know how to drive, the two of you will end somewhere. The car will crash, and it will affect the two of you if you survive it, if you make it alive. So if you are the one that is romantic, keep doing the romance and teach him. Prayerfully teach your spouse to be romantic. There was a time I was always saying, you don't call. You call. Call. Those things you feel you wish to get. The romance you wish to get. Deliver it. Deliver it. Marriage is like a school. Yes. We keep learning every day. If you are the one that is romantic and you see that your husband or your wife is not romantic, be the teacher, be the lecturer, be the pastor. Because I discovered that most people obey these people more than the people close to them. If you are the type that obey teacher, let your wife, see your husband, your spouse as the teacher. And if your spouse is the doctor, you know you can listen to. See the doctor in your spouse. If it is pastor that you listen to, see your spouse as the doctor. And when they are teaching you, don't feel too big. Nobody knows it all. Yes. Angel said mindset. Change your mindset. Yes, I said sex is a thing of mind. Everything we do is a thing of mind. And when somebody is teaching you, don't feel too big. You don't know it, you don't know it. If your wife is very good, why is it that some people visit therapists and they say, I don't know how to do it, but when therapists tell them do it like this, they respond. But the therapist you have in your house, when you want to talk, you say, shut up. What do you know? Some of your wives, some of your husband know better. Everybody is romantic, but the problem may be you don't know how to start. Yes, start anyhow. Angel said everybody is romantic, one way or the other. The way I will show my own romance is different from the way you will show your own. Ordinary smile. Just smile to your wife, smile to your husband. It's a romance. Just tapping each other by the bum bum. Say, what did you have there? It's romance. Send message. Some people, some spouse are available to be romantic self. The other person is seeing it as a sin. No, everything you do as husband and wife, it is between the two of you. It is approved by God. So far, it has nothing to do with your health. So far, it will not damage your relationship with God. And your last door, you're welcome. I see you. So please, men, if there is any offense that your wife have committed and you say you will never touch her, please forgive so that God can forgive you. it is not only men that have desire for sex. Women too desire to have sex. And when women are talking about sex, please don't shut them down. When women are talking about sex, don't ask them how. Technology has gone beyond what we think. I always love my wife to put on bra and pants anytime we are together. Yes? At least, have you told her? Some men will know that this is what they want, but they will never open their mouths to talk. Don't just want it. Go out. Go out. Go to where they sell it. It's more even romantic when you go out and buy it and you come. You say, baby, see, you will let me wear this. Let me see how it's going to look on you. Than you expect her to be the one buy. Go out and buy. It's part of being romantic. It's not even for you to give her the money to say, go to the market and buy this time. No, you know the one you have seen. Maybe on social media, maybe on side chick, one way or the other. You've seen it. Go to the market and buy it. No reasonable woman being will wear pants and bra outside. There are clothes you don't wear outside. But when you are inside, even when your children are around you, there are clothes you don't wear. But when it is just you and your husband, you wear G-string, you wear full, you wear bomber, short, you wear any kind of lace bra. There are parts, the way we have different clothes for different occasions. When you are going to the office, you knock suit, you look corporate. When you are going for weddings, you tie gele, you do party wear. That is the same way we have different clothes for inside. When visitors are around, there are clothes you should wear. And there are clothes you should not wear. When your children are grown up around, there are clothes you should wear and there are clothes you shouldn't wear. When your neighbors are around, there are clothes you should wear and there are clothes you shouldn't wear. And when it is you and your husband, there are clothes you should wear in the morning. There are clothes you should wear for him in the afternoon, just two of you. And there are clothes for you to wear at night. So please, all these things are doable. There are things that we can do, we can achieve. Stop denying each other sex. Everyone loves sex. Enjoy it. And let us stop pretending. Just stop pretending. And if you're a man, let me repeat this, please. If you're a man and your wife love me, okay, you as a wife, if your husband is not doing it well, it is not for you to be commanding and say, what is it that you think you have done? It kills the man, it kills in fact, the little one you know how to do will die. Pata, pata. You say, what have you done that you think you have done something? Is that all you can do? No. You don't ask, you don't kill the man spirit like that. You can just say, please, you're okay, but I am not okay. If yes, it's all about understanding. Yes, I agree with you. Understanding and communication. Understanding and communication is key. Understanding and communication is key. If you are the man that used to come fast, use your hand to help your wife. If you do, it's not coming. Use your hand to finish the work. Finishing is important. Even when you are building a house, the finishing is where the work is. In the beginning, it's not it. It is him that finished the race. So the finishing is important. I said it before, when you love but you lack understanding, it will clash. It will never last. When you love but you lack understanding, it will clash. Yes, understanding, love, communication is key. By the grace of God, till I come your way again, I remain my humble self, my beautiful self, Dr. Solomon. And remember that there is a pillar, there is an engine, there is a oil that is servicing the car, the engine that you don't see. My able engineer, my crown, my word. The man that loved me unconditionally, I will love and appreciate you forever. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for being great all round. I say all round, yes, all round. Thank you for being my pastor, my advisor, my engineer in and out. Thank you, sir. I will always love you. And to my beautiful and handsome followers, you are the best. You are great. Ah, Debbie Oyeleye, God bless you. Some lack foreplay before the main play. Yes, I will. Well, that okay. Tomorrow we'll talk. No, I already said there is a topic of grant. Maybe after that, God permits, by the grace of God, when there is time, we'll talk about foreplay. Please, Angel, remind me. Take notes, and we are going to talk about it by the grace of God. So, Erimi, your lawyer, sexy, beautiful, kind, sweet, humble, great, Yahweh engineer. Olówó orí mi, Olúwa mi, I love you. I will always love you. Thank you. Thank you to everyone that came online. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I don't even know how many minutes we have done, but I'm sure we are close to 1 hour. So this video will be available by the grace of God on the internet, on the Instagram, IGTV. And if I'm able to throw it to YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You pray you'll be around. You better be around. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bourgeois Plus TV. BOUDOIR Plus PLUS TV. Television. You know, you hold me. You owe me, you know. What am I hold you, Obiko? So, people of God, let us call it a day for now. See you soon. And please, go back to the drawing board, have sex, enjoy sex as husband and wife. Marriage is honorable in all, bed on the fire. Don't defile your bed by having sugar sexy, whatever outside. In your house, amend the one you need to amend. Thank you, Angel. You too, please enjoy your evening. Love you all. See you soon.